Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Top 10. In this video, we are going to explore the lives and achievements of some of the most inspiring people in history. These are the people who changed the world with their courage, wisdom, creativity, and compassion. They are the people who inspire us to be better, to dream bigger, and to make a difference. Before we start, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notified of our latest videos. And don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with your friends. Now let's begin our countdown of the top 10 most inspiring people in history. 10. Nelson Mandela. At number 10, we have Nelson Mandela, the anti-apartheid activist and the first black president of South Africa. Mandela spent 27 years in prison for fighting against racial oppression and injustice in his country. He emerged from prison as a symbol of peace and reconciliation, and led South Africa to a democratic transition. He also won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993 for his efforts to end apartheid and promote human rights. Mandela is widely regarded as one of the greatest leaders of the 20th century and a champion of freedom, equality, and dignity for all people. 9. Marie Curie. Next, at number 9, we have Marie Curie, the pioneering scientist and the first woman to win 2 Nobel Prizes. Curie was born in Poland but moved to France to pursue her studies in physics and chemistry. She discovered 2 new elements, polonium and radium, and coined the term radioactivity. She also developed the first mobile X-ray units to help wounded soldiers during World War I. Curie's groundbreaking research on radioactivity paved the way for many scientific and medical advances, such as nuclear power, radiation therapy, and nuclear medicine. She also inspired many women to pursue careers in science and education. 8. Leonardo da Vinci. At number 8, we have Leonardo da Vinci, the Renaissance genius and the epitome of a polymath. Da Vinci was a painter, sculptor, architect, engineer, inventor, scientist, mathematician, musician, and writer. He created some of the most famous and influential artworks in history, such as the Mona Lisa, the Last Supper, and the Vitruvian Man. He also designed and sketched many inventions that were ahead of his time, such as flying machines, tanks, submarines, and parachutes. Da Vinci's curiosity and creativity knew no bounds, and he is widely considered one of the greatest minds of all time. 7. Mahatma Gandhi. Next, at number 7, we have Mahatma Gandhi, the leader of the Indian independence movement and the father of the nation. Gandhi advocated for nonviolence and civil disobedience as the means to resist British colonial rule and oppression. He led many campaigns and protests against unjust laws and policies, such as the Salt March, the Quit India movement, and the Dandi March. He also inspired many other movements and leaders around the world, such as Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, and Dalai Lama. Gandhi is revered as a symbol of peace, justice, and harmony for humanity. 6. Albert Einstein. At number 6, we have Albert Einstein, the most influential physicist of the 20th century and one of the greatest scientists of all time. Einstein revolutionized our understanding of space, time, energy, matter, and gravity with his theory of relativity. He also discovered the famous equation E equals make caret 2 caret that relates mass and energy. He also made significant contributions to quantum physics, cosmology, statistics, and philosophy. Einstein was not only a brilliant scientist, but also a pacifist, a humanitarian, and a visionary. He advocated for world peace, social justice, human rights, and democracy. He also received the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921 for his discovery of the photoelectric effect. 5. Mother Teresa. Next, at number 5, we have Mother Teresa, the Catholic nun and the founder of the Missionaries of Charity. Mother Teresa dedicated her life to serving the poorest of the poor and the most vulnerable people in India and around the world. She opened hundreds of homes, schools, hospitals, and orphanages to care for the sick, the dying, the homeless, and the unwanted. She also won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979 for her humanitarian work and her message of love and compassion. Mother Teresa is widely admired as a saint and a model of selfless service. 4. Martin Luther King Jr. At number 4, we have Martin Luther King Jr., the civil rights leader and the most prominent voice of the African American struggle for equality and justice in the United States. King led many peaceful protests and marches against racial discrimination and segregation, such as the Montgomery bus boycott. the Birmingham Campaign, and the March on Washington. He also delivered his famous "I Have a Dream" speech that inspired millions of people to join his cause. He also won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964 for his nonviolent resistance to racism and oppression. King is widely regarded as one of the greatest orators and activists of all time. 3. Muhammad Ali. At number 3, we have Muhammad Ali, the legendary boxer and the greatest athlete of the 20th century. Ali was not only a champion in the ring, but also a champion of social justice and human rights. He refused to fight in the Vietnam War on moral grounds and spoke out against racism, war, and injustice. He also converted to Islam and changed his name from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali. He also suffered from Parkinson's disease later in his life, but continued to inspire people with his courage and charisma. Ali is widely respected as a hero and an icon of sportsmanship, courage, and conviction. 2. Malala Yousafzai. Next at number 2, we have Malala Yousafzai, the youngest Nobel Peace Prize laureate and the global advocate for girls' education. Malala was born in Pakistan, where she faced Taliban threats and violence for going to school and speaking up for her rights. She survived a gunshot to her head by a Taliban gunman when she was 15 years old and became a global symbol of courage and resilience. She also founded the Malala Fund, a non-profit organization that supports girls' education around the world. She also became the youngest person to address the United Nations General Assembly in 2013. Malala is widely admired as a role model and a leader for girls and women everywhere. 1. Jesus Christ. And finally, at number 1, we have Jesus Christ, the founder of Christianity and the most influential person in history. Jesus was born in Bethlehem and lived as a carpenter, a teacher, and a healer. He preached a message of love, forgiveness, mercy, and salvation to all people. He performed many miracles, such as healing the sick, feeding the hungry, walking on water, and raising the dead. He also died on the cross for the sins of humanity and rose from the dead on the third day. He ascended to heaven and promised to return one day. He is worshipped by billions of Christians around the world, and his teachings and example have shaped the history and culture of many civilizations. So, these are the top 10 most inspiring people in history. Do you agree with our list? Who else do you think deserves to be on this list? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notified of our next videos. We'll see you in the next episode of Top 10. Until then, stay inspired and keep learning.